Hey everyone, so we're here in Nijmegen in basically the Netherlands. And guess what? We're on this hill, this Valkhof hill. And it's really interesting because it says here there was a castle that once stood here. We are on quite a hill. Behind that there's a view, behind that truck. But basically there was something here which was built from Roman and Carolingian material by Frederick Barbarossa. And he took all these Roman ruins and stuff and he built structures out of them. So let's check it out. So everyone, here we seem to have a round church, and I find this really fascinating, just super fascinating. It's basically of the High Middle Ages Holy Roman Empire, but built from earlier Carolingian, 8700s, and Roman stuff apparently, whatever Emperor Otto III found lying around. So let's check it out now. It's just beautiful and dramatic. It's got a few Roman capitals or something going on up there. They look medieval capitals. You got some nice squiggles up there. Down here the construction reminds me of essentially Irish round towers. It's a pity they got this so much junk around here, but you see these stones underneath Irish round towers as a foundation. It's about the same era. This, is it crumbly? No, just a little bit. Over here we've got some Roman bricks. Oh, these could be up to 2,000 years old. This was part of the Roman Empire essentially. And these things here puzzle me. They look volcanic. They look like castle bricks, but they're super volcanic. What's going on with that? So we're going to walk around it slowly and we're going to have a look. Is this one of the structures here where this castle was? Everything it said was demolished in the 1790s for some reason, but obviously they didn't demolish everything. How old is this really? I don't know how old this is. Is it Carolingian or is it all from the period of Otto, Emperor Otto, a few hundred years later? What's going on? It looks just absolutely beautiful. It's got these nice, I wonder why it's got a sort of portals. This sort of arched construction dates to the Carolingian period and late Rome. So it's built in a Roman style, but yeah, obviously they say it's Middle Ages. And let's look at the front. Let's check that front out. So this is what it looks like from the front. And it's just absolutely spectacular. Super spectacular. I apologise for all the banging these people are doing. They've got some festival going on or something here. You can see the arches over there on each side. Let's go inside and have a look. Let's go through that door. Oh, this is exciting. Ooh. Medieval door. Yeah, it looks like a medieval church. This is probably the time of Otto. You got this was reused from something else. That thing there, that bevel. Okay. Very nice smooth stones up there. Beautiful Corinthian Roman pillars. And we don't know how old they are. It's all been recycled, reused. Just unbelievable. Very nice indeed. It's a pity it's all in such poor condition, you know. People didn't care about history before, so this is the effect. This is the result. And of course there would have been a Roman city here. Well guys, let's see what else this park has to offer. And look at that, there was a tunnel here, like a hallway or something. And all these stones are different. They're all from different things, different places. You can see how they've used Roman bricks on one side, and then they've mixed it with medieval bricks. And you can also see the ground where it's been built is much lower than the ground which surrounds it, as you expect of old structures. And here we've got another structure. They've blocked off one half, so we'll have to find a way to get to the other half. But basically, do you see those medieval loopholes up there? I don't know if this is a church or a fortress. It's like a round church, which is a bit weird. It's a bit old. It's of the style of the Carolingian Empire, Charlemagne's time. But of course we don't know quite how old it is. Now in the Dark Ages they were very poor, so this could well be a Dark Ages structure, but as you saw, they say it's High Middle Ages. That grey brickwork up there is typical of High Middle Ages castle work. But these are Roman bricks, ancient Roman bricks which have been recycled from the previous structures. And it's quite funny how they recycled things, because you see bits of roof tile up there. Extension pole here. Got bits of roof tile. Tell me if there's any Roman marks on. Oh, there we go. Look at that. What does that say? Hello. Bits of old tiling. Really weird. Got a bit of pottery up there. Looks like there used to be a window here. Looks like there used to be another one of those towers here. It's been ripped out. It's been modified. It's been absolutely changed and altered beyond recognition. Just a marvelous structure, and you see it was a fortress. Look at that view up there. Oh my god, quite a view. Check that out. It looks like Sydney, but it's not. Now we're on the other side of this amazing chapel, and there was a sign which said that basically this thing was built in AD 1000, and then it was modified around AD 1400, and we can actually see the result of that. I'm going to show it to you. So you can see the windows have been modified several times. There's windows inside windows, a loophole, glass, what's going on? We have a modification over here. So this is the original here, from probably AD 1000, and here is the rebuilding work from AD 1400. So we can see that in AD 1400 they were starting to use the bricks, as was typical in Europe, and they modified something that was basically grey stone. They might have dug up some Roman bricks and used those. Don't know. But basically AD, this part, AD 1000. And it's really hard to find a church from this era. Now over here, quite interesting. And it says here, this centuries-old chapel is open for visitors' welcome. Not really. It's not really open for visitors, unfortunately. And it looks like this whole wall was changed. These bricks here are in the shape of they're in the shape of much larger stones, like you find over here. Quite interesting. Yeah. Not sure why there's windows inside windows like that. So that's the 1400s part of it, I'm guessing. And over here, with the Roman arches, AD 1000. So that's the difference, guys. Let's see what else this part has to offer. I think that might be it actually, but I'll have a look around. Cheers. And here at the front you can see it very clearly indeed. You see the AD 1000 style, which you see in so many reconstructions of churches, demolished churches from that era, but here we see it in actual real life, so it's very exciting. And the AD 1400 style on the other side. So we have basically Roman arches copying the old Roman Empire, copying the Carolingian days, and here we have basically late medieval arches and a bell, and who knows what's happening here. This is also medieval mixed with a few bricks and stuff. They didn't mind mixing up stuff like that. It looks crazy, doesn't it? But that's how they did it. Well, we're now a bit underneath the Church of St. Nicholas, and look, we'll just walk up from there. But you know, it's on a huge epic hill fort. But over here we have some really interesting stuff, because we have basically what look like castle bricks. They're holding up. They're from the original fortress. Because it's weird to see something like this in the modern age. So it's some original detail. Over there, rather interesting. Is it a secret doorway into Charlemagne's old castle? What's happening here, guys? What's happening here? Well, guys, you know what happens sometimes. The lens cap is on the camera. But here we have a really interesting thing. The Valkhof. From a historical point of view, the Valkhof is probably the most interesting spot in the Netherlands. Whoa! Almost the entire history of Western Europe can be sensed from this strategic hill. Looming high over the River Vaal, the Romans built a settlement here and stayed for 400 years. Charlemagne built a palace here. Vikings spent the winter months here and set the stronghold on fire. In 1155, Emperor Frederick I Barbarossa completed the fortress with its huge main towers, or donjons. The Valkhof owes its name to the falcons which were kept in the forecourt of the castle. 100 years later, the Valkhof came into the possession of the counts and dukes of Gelre. For over 6 centuries, the giant towers of the Valkhof dominated the cityscape. Together with the Stevens Tower on the other side of the city, it formed a landmark for everyone approaching Nijmegen until 1795. New ideas issuing from the French Revolution found their way into the Netherlands. The Valkhof stronghold was seen as a symbol of old-fashioned medieval feudalism and was demolished. 2 remnants of the castle were spared the wrecking ball, the St. Nicholas Chapel and the Barbarossa ruin. By way of compensation, a park was laid out in the Romantic style. Guys, you see what happens when you demolish a castle? If you build a park there, everything okay. Yeah. And guys, it just goes on and on. You see, these are some Bastion walls, and I want to try and get into that tower there. Let's try it. Check this out, guys. We've got a little road, old steps, down, down, down. And I'm now on top of the wall. I don't want to damn well fall off, but this is the tower. And what have they built here? Who knows? I mean, what the heck? Gee, it's pretty messy down here. Whoa, that's the arrow slit for the archers to fire out of, you know? You get to shoot people out of there. Oh, it's what a dump. Damn. Yuck. Ugh. That area's cut off. Okay. And there we go, guys. Another tower. Yes, we got a lot of towers and stuff happening. Whoa. Don't want to fall off that wall. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's been here for 1,000 years. It's not going to collapse. But basically, there we go. Oh yeah. Nice.